I'm Matt with etrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Saris Edge Bike Rack on the back of our 2017 Buick Enclave. Now this is going to be a great rack if you're looking for something a little bit beefier that has a good weight capacity and is going to be able to hold a lot of different styles of bikes and be really easy to use. But first, before we get into any of that, let's talk about how our bike is interacting with the vehicle. So with any bike, it's going to be a little bit different, but we just have a mountain bike here, so it has wider handlebars, and still we have plenty of space in between the back of our vehicle and our bike. Even on those bumpy roads, if this is wiggling around, it's not going to make any contact. Now we don't have hatch access at this very moment, but if I were to come over here and pull this lever back here, also grab on the very bottom of that and squeeze together, this will drop down. That's actually a really aggressive tilt, even with a weight capacity of 80 pounds per bike. So it can even accommodate your heavy e-bikes. And just like that, we're going to have hatch clearance. And this is going to be good if you need to put away any groceries, take them out, or sit down, get ready for your ride by tying your shoes or grabbing your helmet. And once you're done, all you got to do is lift this back into place until it clicks in. And if we want to take a closer look at our bike rack, we're going to have to remove the bike. So I always like to start on the rear side. You notice I'm going to have this little strap. Press on that button or release. I'll just tuck that away. And the front side, all you have to do here, since the bottom sits in a cradle, we just got to press this button. It's going to release. And if I lift up and let go, it retracts back down. So if I lift up and keep holding and pull away, it retracts into itself, and pretty much all our cleanup is almost done. What we got to do from here is lift the bike off, and then with that, we can take it out for a ride. Now I'm going to go grab a tape measure, but something I did want to point out is on the back side where that strap is, we're going to have the ability to move that up and down on the tray. So that's going to help it really work with a wide range of wheel bases. Now, what I want to talk about next is going to be some measurements. So the first measurement I'm going to get is going to be the ground clearance. And from all the way back here, that's going to be sitting a little bit over 22 inches. Even with those heavy e-bikes, this is still going to have really good clearance. Still, I recommend watching out if you're going up those really steep inclines, like if you're going into a driveway. But for the total distance out it sits, this is going to be about 33 inches from the handle, which is pretty standard for a 2-bike carrier. But what I like about this one specifically is we have plenty of space in between each bike, so you don't have to worry about the handlebars or pedals knocking into one another. But we can save some space if there's no bikes on here. All I have to do is push that in so we have a little more clearance when we fold this up. Fold this handle and push up. And it's going to stop right here. And this is designed if you have anything on the back of the vehicle, like a spare tire. But we don't have to worry about that with the Buick. Push it up some more until it locks into place here. Now, if I get that measurement from back here, that's only going to be 10 inches. So this is going to save you on a ton of room. With that being said, though, with this folded up, it's going to block quite a bit. So we're going to be blocking our license plate and our backup camera, and even your taillights are going to be partially obstructed. Now, since this side is open and the other side doesn't take up much room, people will still be able to see those turn signals or your brakes. And as for your back window, that won't be blocked either. Now, the way this is going to install is we're going to have a 2-inch shank that goes right into your 2-inch hitch receiver. We'll then have a pin that goes through and connects to a lock cord. As you can tell there, I didn't put it all the way on, so let me do that now. Once you have that on, you'll have that extra security so no one can take your rack. At the very back of it, we're going to have this little gray knob, and what this does is if you turn that with your hand, this is going to prevent this from rattling around in your receiver. And that's really nice if you're on those longer drives. You don't have to deal with this rack rattling around in that receiver, making all that noise. Now, in my opinion, I think this is going to be a pretty solid option if you're looking for something that can do a lot. It can carry those heavy e-bikes, and since it's not making contact with the frame of your bikes, it's going to work with those alternative or carbon frame bikes too. And what's really nice is just the setup and unloading process of taking your bikes on and off is pretty smooth. Now the downside to it though is, since it is a little bit larger, it's a little bit heavier. So trying to take it in and out can be difficult, and it's not going to be designed to work with your 1.25" receivers. If that is an issue for you, then I'd recommend checking out the Saris Super Clamp Bike Rack, because for the reasons I just said, it is going to help solve those. Now I will say it's not going to have near as a good tilt to it, and it's just going to be a little bit more difficult to use in some cases when it comes to the touch points. So for me, this one stands out a little bit more. But of course, if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at etrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.